9 ways to increase work from home productivity. Welcome back, viewers. That's our topic for today, as Bonnie and I tackle a really steep path up the Kalim Hills. Join us as we walk and chat about these great tips. My apologies in advance if I get out of breath. This is a steep climb. This is the bottom of the hill. I've probably walked about 1 kilometre to get to this point so far, and this is where it starts getting steep. The video doesn't actually show how steep it is, but it's going to be a workout. So I might stop, take a breath, show you the views along the way. But many people I'm speaking with recently are feeling stretched by the difficulties of working from home. It's affecting them, it's affecting their colleagues, their employees, suppliers and clients. And some people are feeling unsettled because they can't physically see what activity people are engaged in. Others miss the familiar sounds and vibe of their office environment. And a common issue is distractions that cause lack of focus and procrastination when working from home. So today, I'll share with you 9 tips that you can start using right now with absolutely no cost to increase your work from home productivity. But first, how would you like an ongoing supply of essential reports, tips, must-have resources, and 100% free of charge downloads for business owners worldwide? Too easy. Just take a quick moment to subscribe and remember to hit the bell icon. Then I promise you'll never miss out again. This social distancing adds a layer of complexity to working from home, but it doesn't have to be a lonely experience. If you're new to working from home, you might not have a well set up work area. And because you're in your personal space, not your workplace, there are all manner of distractions you would not have to contend with at the office, all of which can negatively impact your productivity. Whew. I tell you what, I'm getting out of breath, trying to talk and walk. Let's see if we can share a few more before I take a break. I think for a lot of people, it's so easy to feel like you're multitasking. Hello. When you do a load of laundry, tidy the kids' room or mow the lawn. And that quick 30 minutes on the sofa to catch a show that you want to see suddenly has you watching the TV for hours. The dog whines to go outside, friends unexpectedly drop in, but that illusion of multitasking, in reality, is a series of interruptions to your focus. The flip side of this, look at this for a moment. Isn't that gorgeous tropical green? Stunning. Absolutely lush and stunning. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so the flip side of that, of course, is that sometimes you can find yourself working way past normal hours and suddenly realizing you've been ignoring loved ones, or maybe you haven't been out of your home in the fresh air for days. So, let's discuss being productive while working from home. If working from home is new for you, then you need to prepare for the challenges that you might not face in the office. It's critical that you've got a clearly defined schedule and that you stick to it. Don't sleep in because you don't have to commute now. That is precious, precious time that's just been gifted to you for exercise, for study, time with family, and other life-enriching activities. Don't waste it being lazy. Bonnie, what do you think of that? Do you agree? Good girl. So, whatever your preferred personal working style, set it up. That could be music in the background, or it could be quiet. You might work better in an impeccably tidy space or in a cluttered space. Whatever your preference is, just step to the side here and let this motorbike up. The road's a bit slippery. You've got to keep momentum. Whew, if you can call this a road. So, what was I talking about? Personal working style. Yeah, music, quiet, tidy or cluttered, whatever your preferences are that are going to support concentration and effective working practices, here are 9 tips to increase your work from home productivity. Well, I sat down for a bit of a rest there, back on the road again, and just going to get up a little further. I'll sit down, catch my breath, share some of these tips with you, and we can look back towards the coast and you can enjoy the view. In the distance, as if this wasn't steep enough already, I think you're going to see just how steep it's going to get in a moment. It's feels like almost vertical. Tip number 1, specific space. Keep your work in one specific space, especially if you're sharing a home with other people, and resolve in advance any discussions about common space and shared accommodation. Don't expect that everyone will cooperate with your desire to use the TV room as your personal office for 8 or 10 hours when they want to binge on Netflix or Game of Thrones. And for your own sanity, that specific space, your workspace, that's the place where you check emails and voicemails. It's where you do your work texting. You need a space of solitude and without intruding noises. If you don't have a separate room to dedicate to this, choose an area with low traffic or a corner of a room away from others. Now, this view we're looking at is the west coast of Phuket. Now, we're only part way up this hill. I'm glad I've got to share these tips with you because it gives me an excuse for a break. But the view's going to get better and better as we get further up. Tip number 2, silence is golden. Although some companies love a hyped up vibe with loud music crashing, that does not induce productivity for most people. One of your smartest investments could be earbuds, or if you want a first-class solution to noise pollution, buy noise-cancelling headphones. There's also numerous studies evidencing that soothing sounds of nature, like streams, waves, rain, waterfalls, all activate the calming part of your brain and help you to concentrate and lower blood pressure and heart rate. Time for me to get off the road, I think. I tell you, there is no way that this camera is showing how steep that hill is. Whew. Anyway, let's see if I can give you a third tip as we climb up here. Tip number 3, mental strength. There are any number of distractions in your home space. You might have a guitar that's calling out to be strummed, unfinished chores like dishes, laundry, gardening, and even maybe some jobs you've been putting off for weeks or months, like hanging a new picture or painting a kid's room. Set yourself strong, clear boundaries on what is work time. Have regular work hours. They may not be the same as your regular work hours, but they do need to be consistent. Personal tasks get done in personal time, just as they would if you're working in the office. Oh, look at this. What a beautiful place to live. We're so blessed. Wow, amazing. This is just awesome. All right, so you can see we're getting some more elevation. You can see more of the bay, and the jungle is really starting to close in now. Wonderful. Oh, just totally beautiful. Tip number 4, family and housemate boundaries. Establish crystal clear agreements and boundaries around your specific space for work. Housemates in particular need to understand this is to be respected. Have them treat you as if you were in the office. They wouldn't be calling out to tell you a show was on TV. They wouldn't try and drag you out mid-morning to a yoga class. If you follow a consistent schedule in a specific space, this will make boundaries more readily respected than if you're all over the place physically and in time. Whew, really catching my breath here now. Tip number 5, keep it clean. When your working day is done, pack away your equipment. Your laptop, your screens, other devices, and tools. Same as you clean the kitchen after preparing a meal. When work is out of sight, it's easier to be out of mind, and that supports you to relax and restore yourself for the next day. Whew. It's getting busy. A few people on the path today. Sadie Carp. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Thank you. Number 6. Train your friends. Normally, friends don't drop into your workplace just to hang out. Hello! It's possible that some of them don't understand that work from home means W-O-R-K, work from home. Not hang out at home and do the occasional email. Interruptions are distracting. They cause us to lose focus and lose your flow. Nobody wants to be pushing to make a deadline and then have a friend drop in to have a chat. Let your friends know that although your place of work has changed, the requirements and hours have not. And you look forward to seeing them after work, just as you always have. Oh boy, I think we've earned a bit of a better view. Yeah. Well, look at that now. Wow. Wowie zowie. Some people just live in amazing places. All right. There we go. Getting more and more view for you. We'll do one more tip here, and then I'll do the last 2 at the top, and we'll get to see the whole view. All right, so tip number 7 is video communication. Hello, Sadie Cup. Tip number 7, video communication tools. Every organization will have a preference for online meetings, Zoom, Skype, etc. Make sure all necessary platforms and apps for electronic comms are set up and functioning. Then make use of these, particularly video options when you can. Colleagues and clients who are also working from home will particularly appreciate the opportunity for a face-to-face or a so-called face-to-face online communication rather than just voice at this time. Some people are going to be feeling lonely, so take initiative and form a group that meets online informally in order to maintain the very valuable relationships you have. Okay, I'm going to see you guys at the top and show you an awesome view. We're almost at the top. Bonnie, you ever thought about waiting for me, giving me a hand to get up here? All right, thank you. So, we've got up here just in time for another magnificent Phuket sunset. I really wanted to share this with you. It's yet another one of my favourite spots on this amazing island. So if you're in lockdown, or if you're somewhere where it's cold and raining, have a look at this, close your eyes for a bit and imagine being here. Absolutely perfect, if not breathtaking. Ah, look at that. just perfect. How much jungle could one person want? Alrighty. So, you just enjoy the view, and I'll give you the last 2 tips before we wrap up for today. Tip number 8, get out. Regardless of whether you love your home or not, if you spend too much time there, you will be climbing the walls. Get outside frequently, tend to the garden, walk around the block. Some of my clients have told me they're finding really interesting things in their neighbourhoods simply by walking where they would just normally drive past obliviously. There is mountains of research confirming the benefits of time in nature. You may not have access to the type of nature we do here, so find a park, or garden, or sit under a tree or beside a stream. Maintain a healthy social life and enjoy other parts of your home, watching movies, reading, or home cooking. Tip number 9. That's right, I promised you 9 tips, and here's the last one for today. Mind your mind. Working from home is a big change for most people. Big changes can lead to big tension, anxiety, and upset. So keep a positive mental attitude. Ensure that working from home does not limit or diminish your happiness, productivity, and health. Staying in charge of your mind, of your thoughts, of your feelings is your greatest power. Identify what you can control and what you can't control. Then be at peace with what is beyond your control. The fine art of letting go is particularly valuable at this time. There you have it, good people. 9 tips to increase work from home productivity. All simple, straightforward, and these can be implemented immediately for your benefit. And I'd ask you, please, share any other tips that you've found helpful for yourself in the comment section below to help others in our growing community. All I got to do now for the rest of the day is get back down from this hill. See you in the next video.